Hello, and welcome to Kappa's Careers in the Arts series, where we explore the many career opportunities the fine and performing arts have to offer. I'm your host, Amy Handra, and today we're exploring the career of Community Development Manager. Before we get started, let's talk about what development is. It takes a lot of money to run an arts organization. Some of the cost includes the upkeep of the physical spaces like the theaters and the rehearsal rooms, the cost of supplies and staffing, and the cost of creating and presenting programs and performances. Most arts organizations earn their revenue or income by two main sources: earned revenue and contributed revenue. Earned revenue comes primarily from the sale of tickets. Contributed revenue comes from a number of sources and can include sponsorship, donors, fundraising, and grant writing. Development is the act or process of creating and nurturing the relationships and partnerships that help to secure the contributed revenue. A development manager is charged with overseeing the grant writing and fundraising, as well as the sponsor and donor relationships. A community development manager is also responsible for establishing and creating a relationship with the community that the arts organization serves and making sure that the performances and programs are reflective of that community. And today, we're delighted to be talking to Kappa's own Community Development Manager, Diana Pagan.
When I was a kid, I tried out to be Selena in the Selena movie, to be when she was a child in the movie. And me and my cousins went, and of course, we put on our best Selena outfits and put on our boots and tied up our shirts just like Selena did. And it was a great experience. I got to dance the Bidi Bidi Bam Bam. Didn't really make any of the cuts. But it's one of those memories that I will always remember. And it was one of those memories that I think I will always remember, and how the arts have inspired me, and why I really just enjoy what I do. Sometimes it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like what was meant to be because of all those moments that were instilled in me as a child and that I was able to experience. So as a community development manager, my role is to basically build relationships within the community. When I am building new relationships, whether it's with an individual, a corporation, a nonprofit organization, a school, whatever it may be, the first thing that I ask myself is, what is the need? Is the need a monetary need, meaning a check? Is the need a time, talent, and treasure, meaning someone that has the skills maybe to build a website? Or is it someone who could maybe just give me advice on a specific situation that I'm currently experiencing? I think one of the most important things in my position as a community development manager is that you really have to keep track of where you are in the different processes of where you're at in your career. So for example, if there was a deadline for a grant on October 1st, and it was submitted, and if I haven't heard anything by December 1st, I have to make sure that I am keeping track on that grant, that I know when I'm supposed to hear back, whether it's a yes or a no. I should also have some type of timeline that allows me to maybe touch base with that funder that I just submitted that grant to say, hey, this is what we have coming up with Festival Latino or at the Lincoln Theater or at Kappa, so that I'm keeping folks engaged in what we are doing. The most fun part of my job, I would say, is definitely with the work that I do with Festival Latino, because I really get to connect with my culture on a deeper level. And it also provides me the opportunity to allow others who may not know about the Latino culture to be immersed in it. And another cool thing is that I get to work with a lot of people in the community who I now can call friends and or family. Try to find the things that bring you joy and see how you could expand on that. I never enjoyed singing in the shower, so I never pursued that. I loved dancing. I, to this day, have 2 left feet, but I love dancing. And even though I have 2 left feet, I still love to express myself through dance. And I think that sometimes we learn things that we're good at, things that we're bad at. But weave through all that, and just always be true to yourself, and really find that what brings you joy. I would also say that I think picking a career or a major in college or in high school, although it might be scary, it really is just something that you pick and choose. It can always change. Just like today you might like dance, tomorrow you might like music. Things change, but I think those things that bring us joy don't change as often. And so try to focus on that. People, I love people. And so I think that that's what I really like about my job and the journey of building relationships, and seeing something go from an exchange of a business card to like a full-blown friendship. And then there's a work relationship, and then there's a there's a check, and then there's support of a program, and then you actually see the program in full bloom. And that, I think, is where all the magic happens. And it really truly all happened because you found that joy. So one of my biggest responsibilities as the community development manager here at CAPA is being a part of the production team for Festival Latino. So Festival Latino is a cultural festival that celebrates the Latino Hispanic culture here in Columbus, Ohio. It is the largest free family-centric festival in the state of Ohio. And we here at CAPA definitely take huge pride in that. 10 years ago, when CAPA took over the production of Festival Latino, for us, the 3 things that were the most important was keeping it a family-centric festival, keeping it a free festival, and ensuring that we brought a high caliber of Latino artists to the festival for the community to enjoy for free. We have done an amazing job at doing that ever since, and I have been grateful to be a part of the team for the past 10 years. Festival Latino 10 years ago had 15,000 people in attendance, and it was a one-block event. Last year, in 2019, it had attendance of like over 250,000 people. Festival Latino is important in the community here in Columbus, Ohio, because it not only allows our community to be immersed in our culture, but it also allows the community to engage in the festival. One of the main reasons why the festival has been a huge success is because our sponsors are very generous with their support, again, in time, talent, and treasure. And that is what allows us to produce a free festival.
As you learned today, a large part of development comes from creating new relationships and cultivating established ones. For today's extension activity, write and send a card, letter, or email to someone you know and practice cultivating your relationship. This might include sharing a funny or interesting story, inquiring about their hobbies, or finding some common interests to discuss. To learn more about today's career, please visit CAPA.com for additional resources. Now, this is the last episode in our fall series, so be sure to mark your calendars and tune in when we launch our spring series on March 1st.